Welcome back to SundayPips. In today's video, I'll be showing you my best pairs to check for next week. Today, I only got 2 pairs. If you have any pairs you think I should double check, please let me know down in the comments. AUD CAD weekly time frame. We have created the pullback. Now it looks like we're going down to create a new lower low. I will be looking for shells since weekly time frame is bearish and daily also bearish and 4-hour is also bearish. Sales are the only logical thing to look for on this pair. I will wait for a pullback into the zone, then a shift of structure on the lower time frame. The only thing I don't like about this pair is that whenever price is at this zone, it tends to pull back to it a lot before finally getting away from it. Happened right here, and also happened right here. Why is price pulling back to the zone a lot a bad thing? For example, let's say 4-hour has the pullback and the shift of structure on the lower time frame happens. I enter stop loss. I place it maybe above this area of interest. Price goes down for a little bit, and then guess what it does? It pulls back. Why? Because that's just what it tends to do whenever it's around this zone. It keeps doing this, and maybe one of these moves wick me out, and then it goes back down, comes back, retests the area of interest, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's back. Maybe this time it would definitely go down, and then I re-enter, price goes down again, and maybe comes back, retest, wicks me out a second time. See why it's bad for price to keep pulling back? So I'ma definitely have to watch out for that, and I'ma definitely consider sales if the shift of structure on the lower time frame do happen at this area of interest, but I would definitely have to watch out for that. Next pair is CAD JPY weekly time frame. Created this blue candle engulfing the red, showing strong momentum to the upside. You see this wick on the weekly time frame we created, this wick right here. This means that at some point that this candle was up here and then it retraced. When this candle went up on the 4-hour, it drove price up like this, and then when it went down, when it retraced, 4-hour did this. I will wait for this exact candle right here, but with this wick at the bottom instead of at the top, like this. Wick into this area, and then the candle looking something like that. Why? Because if the next weekly candle creates a wick retesting this area of interest and around psychological level 200, if we go down to the 4-hour will create a pullback into this area of interest, and then I'm just gonna wait for a shift of structure on the lower time frame somewhere around here, and then enter my buys. Take profit will be placed at this line because on the daily time frame, whenever price is under, goes back down. Whenever we're under, we sell. Wicked into it, price went down. Wicked into it, price went down. And yeah, remember how last week I said I wasn't going to be interested in this pair until price breaks above this area of interest and then retest around psychological level 200 and this area of interest too. And then I didn't add it on my watch list because I thought price won't break above the zone, retest, and then have the move in the same week. Guess what? We did it in just 2 days. How crazy is that? It only took 1 day to close above the area of interest, and the next day, this candle right here pulled back, created the pullback on the 4-hour, and then had the move to the upside. If we look at it on the 4-hour, this is how it looks like. Price went up. Next candle pulled back, and then we had the move to the upside. That's crazy. And this right here lets you know that just because I didn't add a pair on my watch list, it doesn't mean that it won't work out. And then there is NZD JPY. Weekly time frame looks absolutely clean. We have created this blue candle engulfing the red, is showing strong momentum to the upside and with a long wick to the upside, meaning that the next candle there's a chance that it can fill the wick like this. The only problem is, actually there's two problems on this pair. That's why I don't have it on my watch list. This pair, this candle right here, didn't close above the weekly structure point. Why is this a bad thing? We go down to the daily time frame. Whenever price, by the way, this line right here is right on the weekly structure point. As you can see, that's where I put it. We go down to the daily time frame. Whenever price is under this wick, this line, we tend to go back down. Wicked into it right here. Price went down, and right here it kind of struggled to break above, but right here it did manage to break above. Right here, used it as resistance. It wicked into it. Price went down. Right here too, wicked into it. The candle retraced. Okay, that is problem one. And then problem two, on the 1 hour, whenever price is under this small zone, it tends to go down. As you can see, whenever we're under, we go down, we go down, we go down, we go down, we sell. It happens multiple times to the left too. And look at this, 1 hour shifted bullish. What do you normally expect for price to do after shifting bullish and then having a pullback? Is go create a new higher high. But look at this, let me just zoom in. Price is already showing signs of rejecting off of this area of interest on the 1 hour. The only reason I like this pair is because on the weekly time frame, if we do feel the wick like this, the buys could definitely be huge. And the downside is that we are under the weekly structure point, and price just tends to reject off of the weekly structure point a lot. It tends to go back down whenever price is around there. And on the 1 hour, like I showed you, price tends to struggle to break above the zone. I'm thinking I wait for a 4 hour blue candle like this, because closing above this area of interest like this, because whenever price does something like that, we do go up sometimes, because right here it made it, but it went down. And back here too, a blue candle closed above the zone and then it went up. The most perfect thing that could happen is the blue candle happens, next candle does something like this, wicks into this area of interest, retesting it before having the move to the upside. What will this wick do? This wick on the 4 hour will create a pullback on the 1 hour. 1 hour will look something like this. We'll close above the area of interest, because this candle closed above the area of interest, and then this wick will create a pullback on the 1 hour like that, and then this move, this candle going up, will create a move like this on the 1 hour. And then we will run into problem one or problem two. And what is problem two again? Whenever we're under this line, price goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down. I look at this and I'm like, is it worth the risk? Nah. And that's why I don't have it on my list.